For the Bulldogs, Taylor Ketchum. Ketchum launches cross court. But it's not working. 23 as Rocky holds Western from calling it a done deal. Fights off the first set point. We'll have to hand 25-23 in the first. Volleyball careers, to Rocky Mountain College, they were Brooke Ark from Helena High, Blythe Seeley, the setter. Lydia who was a standout here at Rocky Mountain. And single match record for Rocky Mountain College. Emotional night for the seniors, of course. They spotted Western to an early lead of about 5 points and then hung with them the rest of the way, got it to 23, but could not get over the top against this Western team. And Western comes in 19-7, 9-4 in conference play. They are the third place team in the Frontier Conference. Battlin Bears 3-11. They will be the final seed going into the Frontier Tournament in Haber coming up here next weekend, starting on the 15th. Aubrey Beaumont in her first year as coach. Katie Lovett in her 5th year. Let's play some volleyball. First set goes to Western Montana College, 25-23. Couldn't order up a better first set on senior night. Lots of fans here rooting for their Rocky Mountain volleyball players. Got parents and brothers and sisters and grandparents and friends, and almost all of them said something nice about Dave and Deanna Bothwell, who are kind of like team parents. They have been for decades here, just all around great people who have committed themselves to supporting the teams here. Blythe Seeley back to serve to start things out. Fritz, backside. That's on the floor in the corner. Peyton Vogel starts out with a blast into the corner right at the feet of the line judge. Good targeting there for Peyton Vogel. Vogel is from Townsend, Montana. And Madison Fraser will come in. She played in Kalispell at Glacier High School. Got to call her in some state tournaments at Bozeman a couple of times. Panzetta jams it into the block and gets the kill. We're tied up. Too much power. Panzetta went high and jammed it right into the numbers of a double block, and it dribbled through and found the floor. 1-1 in the second set. Back to serve McKenna Bushman. Cross court. Smith has the perfect pass. Block at the net by Panzetta. Run down on the cover. There's Smith. She reached back and got the power boost on that one to the floor. Smith's got a bunch of goals, and that was perfect there for Jazzy Smith. Taylor Ketchum back to serve. One of the players from Skyview High. We got three of them in this match. Jordan Olson, Ketchum, and Bella Bryant. Bella Bryant chips it over. Easy cover for Fritz. Back to Smith. Smith bombs it to the back line. Brooke Ark shakes it off, gets the good pass. Push to the corner. Bella sees the corner, hits the corner, scores the point, and we're tied up at 2-2. Got to meet Bella's father here just before the senior night fun, and he called her Isabella, and that is actually the first time I've heard that that's her first name. I've always called her, for about the last 8 years, Bella. At the net, too much off of Seeley, but it's covered at the net. Fontaine gets denied by Danielle Martin. There's a dig for Kelsey Goddard. Out to Smith. Left hands it over. Kept alive. Brooke Ark makes a diving play with a pancake move to the back line. Wood tight to the net. Outside. Smith gets it down, and she landed wrong. Smith hopped weirdly on her left ankle after that one. She might have hit the post on her follow through. Going to keep an eye on her. She's got some pain in her face. She's trying to shake it off. We'll see how that affects her. Western up by 1, 3-2. She came up hopping there after that swing that took her almost behind the aerial. And back to serve, Peterson. That's through the block. Caitlin Wood says, take this. And we're tied up at 3. She juiced that one into the double block, and it somehow slipped through that double block of Danielle Martin and Jordan Olson. And back to serve, Lindsay Lauren. That's Kincaid, rather. Jazzy Smith, perfect. Out to Jordan Olson. Catches the block, slows it down. Bushman with the save. Wood, or Fontaine, that's tight to the net. Off the block. One-arm stab. Saved by Fontaine. Features. See if that turns into a point. Here's Olson. Nope. Olson takes the fun out of that one as she clips the back line on that big swing. Fontaine, no thought for her own personal condition there. She went headfirst into the stands, and Western leads 4-3 to the back line. Kincaid, perfect up to Seeley. Stuff block, but it goes right back to Western on aerial job there by Warburton, and we're tied up. It grazed the antenna on the way by. 4-4. And Katie Lovett questioning that one. And now she's going to walk away. That's what you got to do sometimes as Lawrence goes back to serve. Katie thought differently than Marty Edgman. And Lawrence loads it up, middle of the court, back to the net. That's going to be knocked around, and Jazzy Smith makes a great play on the last chance. There's Wood. Wood covered by Smith. That set is to nobody, and on the floor, Danielle Martin, she went down hard. So now we've seen Jazzy Smith and Martin take hard falls, and Rocky takes the 5-4. And Martin trying to walk it off. Peterson backside. Olson gets rejected, but stabbed. Goddard was a step back too far. No chance on that one. What a tough angle there by Bushman. 6-4, Rocky. Lindsay Lawrence back to serve. The hopper. Olson blasts it to the donut hole. That was best swing of the night that I've seen at the hand of Jordan Olson, who packs some muscle in that left arm. And Western gets the side out. Kelsey Goddard back. Nice crowd in as this game. Overpass cleanup duty for Jordan into a 6-6 tie. Meltdown here for Rocky after they had the 2-point lead as Goddard goes back to serve. Middle back, Kincaid. Corner. He had given up on that one for and Jazz getting great to take the second set. Goddard will serve. Arc. Out the back door by Peyton Vogel. And we're tied up at 7. Not by much. That was about 6 inches out the back door. Line judge right on that one as Caitlin Wood goes back to serve. Over the net. Warburton on the path. Knocked back by the block of Penzetta. Rocky the lead. The soft stuff at the from Peyton Vogel gets sent behind the defense by Gabrielle. Caitlin Wood back to serve. Us at the Fortin Rocky Mountain Athletic. Audio issues in the first. Coming, Jordan Olson. Knocked back. Play, but half a step, but that's enough, and we're squared away at 8. As back to serve goes Kaylee Fritz. Fritz off the back corner. Saturday night, final home game for Rocky. Lawrence has the pass, and there's the smash. McKenna Bushman, all-time career leader, added one there, and that was a beauty. Rocky up 9-8. Bella Bryant back into the game. Another one of the senior honorees, had a brilliant career at Skyview, stayed home to play at Rocky and did some good things here in spite of a shoulder injury. And how about an uncontested ace? Bryce Seeley just sends it right into the middle of about 3 Western Bulldogs, and nobody wanted to play it. 10-8. Count the ace for Seeley. And Blythe off the back corner, tries again. This time down the line, Warburton has the pass. Outside to Hoagland. Brooke Ark has the dig. Outside to Bushman. That's too tight to the net. She left hands it over. Back to Hoagland. Knocked back on the block by Penzetta. In the middle, tipped over the block by Western. They load up the middle. That's down for Penzetta. Net violation anyway, but Rocky takes the 3-point lead. Katie Lovett wants to talk it. Five digs by Jazzy Smith. 5 For Rocky, not bad. 17 kills, 41 swings. Bella Bryant led the smart timeout for Katie Lovett as Rocky feeling their oats here and pulled out by 3. Back in front by Penn's a machine tonight. Tipped away from the block by Fritz. That's on the floor from the outside. Bella Bryant has number 6. 1,007 kills in her career. And Western's got a battle on their hands after taking the first set. Here's Seeley. All the way to the back line. Smith up to Fritz. Slide set. Vogel gets covered after Brooke Art pops it up. Free ball. Fritz outside. Warburton dangles it off the net. One arm stab by Bella Bryant. Push back. Another chance for Bella, but they're going to call it down. Boy, Bella just popped off the floor, made another play. That point's going to go to Western. Bella is playing like it's senior night here. First one was a one-arm stab. Then she got another opportunity, but it was point for Western before she got to that one. She might have made that play. Feathers the net. There's Bushman. Push down. Art makes the left-handed diver. Chip shot over the top by McKenna Bushman. Set to the backside to Smith. Got it off the tape. Still, Rocky covers it. Back out to Smith. Brooke Art. Oh, that's going to go out of bounds. Got under it. Just was not squared up. And we got a great match going here at Rocky. 12-10. Madison Fraser goes back to serve. Fraser, middle back. Launches deep. Lawrence with the going away from the net thing and push to the back corner, and Bella Bryant. Madison Fraser lost her footing. She might not have made that play anyway, but Bella Bryant goes cross court, drops it in the bucket in the back corner. 13-10 Rocky, second set, trying to tie it up. Back to serve McKenna Bushman. Flops it off the net, tight to the net, saved out of the net, and that time Peyton Vogel took the loose change and put it in the pop machine. 13-11, side out. Taylor Ketchum in the game now. She'll serve it up for the Bulldogs. Frontier Conference Volleyball. Don't you love it? And here's Ketchum. Cross court, Art. Outside, Fontaine got a tip. Out to Jazzy, tight angle. Fontaine was in the right place. Bella Bryant, bump set to Panzetta. Dug out, back out to Jazzy. Blocked away at the net. Left-handed over. And a net violation on Western. Blythe Seeley was ready to make that play anyway, but hard-fought points here. 14-11 Rocky. And Brooke Art goes back to serve. Here's Brooke, middle of the floor. Stabs into the air by Jazzy. Just over the net, there's a 6-foot line angle there from Maxine Hoagland. That's cutting it pretty thin, but Maxine did it perfectly. And when the defense is back at the 9-foot line, that's even a tough cover. And side out Western. And back to serve Taylor Peterson. She'll pose, take a deep breath. Well, there's the breath, there's the pose. Now she launches a rocket. Fontaine has it. Backside, Bryant, the bounce. Maxine Fraser pops it up. Backside, Olsen, way behind the aerial, had to adjust, took something off of it. Push to the corner, it's down, Fontaine. 115-12 Rocky. Ella Kincaid back to serve. Huge crowd here for Saturday night senior. You know, they kind of come late, kind of like the last church service. There's down. That's to the floor for Remember, there's a game, and now we Brookart, Seeley, Wood, block back, and that's 4. Touch that time. Eight has the pass, slide set to Wood on the floor. Caitlin just outside the reach of the diving Jazzy. As there on that perfect. For Smith, free ball. That one up. Stabbed into the air by Bushman. She's going to get the setback. Can she get one? The tip's not going to work that time. Long round to onward. Warburton picks up the kill on a tool off the block. 16-16. Goddard back to serve. 3-step hopper, middle back, Lawrence, Seeley, Wood. The tip's not going to work. Peterson, the set to nobody. Rockies on top, setting error. Thinking about Warburton, I think. Set to under the net. Bottom of the floor. Why would you say that? Anyway, back to serve. Caitlin Wood. Skip Smith. There's Warburton off the block and down. Off the block. Bushman, no chance. 17-17 tie. by 2, heading for the finish line. Rocky still plenty of time to catch him here. Down the line, Seeley takes it backside to Panzetta. The tip covered by Western. Another tip. Seeley goes cross court to Bushman. Off the block. Warburton slides under that one. Backside. Hoagland covered by Art. Here's Bushman. Missed out the back line, 20-17. Didn't catch that one in the sweet spot of her arm. And it sailed a little bit on her out the back corner. Kaylee Fritz will serve. Fritz loads it up, sends it deep. Seeley quick to Panzetta, another hitting error, 21-17. Aubrey Beaumont says, come on, girls, we don't have many more points to give, especially on errors. Kaylee Fritz trying to take it 1 point closer for the Bulldogs. Snaps the wrist deep, popped into the air by Lawrence. Front to Bushman. That's off the block and down. Bushman gets a much-needed side out for her team as she went a little bit off center on that kill and got the tool job. 21-18. And back to serve, Blythe Seeley. Floats it. Warburton pushes. Outside Hoagland. Back corner. Arc a little bit of a shank. Seeley covers it. Panzetta pops it up over the net. Here's the attack for Western. Warburton blocked back by Panzetta. Other side. Never got over the net. Nope, it did. And that's a point for Western. 22-18. So close to the aerial on that side, but well done by Western. And they are in the driver's seat here in the second set. Back to serve, Maxine Fraser. Here's Bella Bryant, back corner, didn't get there. Outside Hoagland. That's a short tip and covered beautifully by Lawrence. Sliding in, making the play. Out to Jazzy off the top of the net. Covered. Back up to Bella Bryant. Tipped over. Fritz in the middle. Vogel gets rejected. Backside, Smith. Another rejection. Kelsey Goddard on the cover. Back to Hoagland. Swept into the air by Bella Bryant. Outside Bushman. Bushman denied. Finally, Peyton Vogel, after another marathon rally, goes up and shuts down Bushman. 23-18. Timeout. Audrey Beaumont and the Battling Bears will be back and see if Rocky's got a comeback in them. Western came in hitting 178 on the year. Rocky hitting 162. Both of them had much better than that in the first set. On the first set stat sheet, just under 13 kills per set for Western and just under 12 for the Battling Bears. Western looking for win number 20 on the year as they try to keep their momentum going into that tournament in Havre coming up next weekend. Madison Fraser back to serve. 5-point lead. Western 2 points away from a 2-sets-to-none lead. Bushman, middle, pushed over by Panzetta. Set up ahead to Jazzy Smith. Bushman's on it. Backside, Bella Bryant goes for the chip. And that goes nowhere. A running save made by Kaylee Fritz. Backside, Bryant with a hammer. Hammer time. Bella Bryant gets the side out. 23-19. Sweet, straight down swing from Bella. And Bushman back to serve. Got to get one of those on senior night. Goddard, what a play on the pass. And it sets up a hammer on the Western Bulldog side for Peyton Vogel. Set point for Western. And Danielle Smith back in the game for Western. Taylor Ketchum will go back to serve and try to take this home. Western very resilient in this second set as they've come back from being behind. Backside, Bryant, cross court. Dig is there from Fritz. Up ahead to Hoagland. Hoagland's covered. In the middle, Panzetta, stuff block, and that's it. 2-0 here at Rocky as Western wins the second one, 25-19, and we will be back. Well, through two sets, Western still hitting 238. How about Jordan Olson in front of kind of a home crowd here? No errors on the night, 7 for 15 in the attack, 467. And on the other side of the net, her old teammate, Bella Bryant, on her last appearance on this court, 9 of 20, just one error. She's hitting 400. So, boy, Coach Carl and subsequent coaches over at Skyview would be proud of their girls here tonight. 273 for Jazzy Smith, 8 of 22. Peyton Vogel, 8 of 21. 11 digs for Jazzy Smith. 22 digs for Brooke Ark. So 9 kills for Bella Bryant, 6 for McKenna Bushman, 4 each for Wood, Panzetta, and Lydia Fontaine. As we head to set number 3, can Rocky get this turned around here, or is it going to be a quick night tonight at the hands of a pretty good Western Bulldog team? Western tried to stay strong as they move into the Frontier Conference Volleyball Tournament at Haber, coming up starting the 15th. And back to serve, Haley Fritz. Western will start out at the service line. Brookart tight to the net. Panzetta gets pushed back. Blythe Seeley out to Bushman. The tip, not going to get it done that time. Goddard runs it down. Warburton deflects it off the block. Blythe Seeley in the middle. Panzetta behind the block. Goddard saw it coming. Cross court to Hoagland, off the block and down. Bushman got a hand on it, and it twisted into the donut hole. 1-0 Western. It's been that kind of a night here for Rocky. Kaylee Fritz back to serve. Fritz jumps it back to Art. Seeley goes to Panzetta, and that's out the back. Oh, a touch. It looked out on paper, but the touch gives it to Rocky, and they're tied up in the early going. Into the game comes Lydia Fontaine for the Battling Bears. And that deflected almost into the men's locker room back there. And back to serve, McKenna Bushman. Cross court, Whistler. Jazzy Smith fights it off. Warburton off the top of the block, and it's down. That sailed right off the top of the outside block of Fontaine right in front of me. 2-1 Western. Solid attack numbers for Western tonight, especially by Jordan Olson. How about no errors through 2 sets? And Madison Fraser back to serve. Floater. Ark's got the pass. Here's Panzetta. Twister. Off the top of the block. Fraser makes the adjustment. And Jazzy Smith stuck by Panzetta. Really good swing by Smith. Really good squared up block to the floor by Gabriella. 2-2. Gabriella is from North Vancouver, British Columbia. Here's Art. Fraser has the pass. Hoagland, cross court, almost off the scoreboard. Art reached, might have been out, we'll never know. 3-2 Western. And Maxine got some wood on that one. Taylor Ketchum back to serve for the Bulldogs. Ketchum off the back line, jumps into it, cross court. Fontaine in the middle. Nice dig for the setter, Peterson. It's going to be Rocky Point on the lift. Oh, a net violation on Western. We're tied up at 3. But how about the Kaylee Fritz dig on that point blank, no touch smash from the middle of Rocky's offense. Ella Kincaid back to serve. Herm Ellenboss at Rocky Mountain College on the Rocky Mountain Athletic YouTube channel. Had some audio problems tonight. We're going to fight through that and do the best we can. Here's Fritz, the flying set to Jazzy Smith. She goes against the grain and gets it to the floor with a touch. She was off the net, made the flyer right at the net, somehow put the brakes on before the net touch and dialed it right behind the block. Pretty sweet play there. Taylor Peterson back to serve. The breadth, the pose. Here it goes into the net, tied up. Not many of those tonight. Now I'm looking at 1 service error for Western, so that's only the second of the night for Western. Rocky has 3, so a very clean game as far as service errors tonight. Lindsay Lawrence back to serve. Cross court, Smith, Peterson. Smith gets it back. The touch shot. Brooke Ark sets up Bushman. Beautiful save, and it's not going to be covered as Jordan Olson joins the scoreboard operator. Nice hustle play for Jordan as she ran into the bench in front of us, and she's still ticking. 5-4 Rocky. Here's Lawrence. Deep ball. Fraser outside. Olson handcuffs Ella Kincaid. Ella is no stranger to Jordan as well. Played against her as she was part of the senior team. State champions a couple of years ago. And they've got a shot at it again this year, next weekend. Kincaid on target with the pass. There's Bushman. The ricochet goes right to Peterson, but doesn't get over the net. No, give Bushman the kill. Peterson perfectly stationed after that straight sideways bounce off the swing by Bushman. And Rocky leads 6-5 as that's counted as a point for Rocky. Here's Caitlin Wood. Wood, the 4-step hopper, and that's out. Just when I was complimenting everybody about not committing service errors, there comes one. Kelsey Goddard back to serve. I jinxed him. Kelsey, middle back. Snaps the wrist, sinker ball. Lawrence is under it. Here's Panzetta, knocked back by the block, pushed over by Rocky. Up ahead. Vogel gets denied. Back to the attack. Here's Warburton on her back ankles. Still gets some pop on it. Bushman tries to finish and gets it with a cross. The splitter between Jazzy and Kelsey. And Rocky takes the 7-6 lead. Rocky's been in the lead several times, but they have not been able to push any margin that Western has been unable to overcome. There's Smith, Peterson, dump shot, works. First one of the night. Peterson pulls that out of nowhere and finds the floor. And here we go, point for point again. Kaylee Fritz into the game for the Bulldogs. That's 15 dribbles, and now she'll launch down the line. Shankopotamus, save for Bushman, save for Bryant. And that's on the back ankle, a jump for Brooke Hart. Good thing she's not 5'7". She would have hit that one. She went to her highest elevation and came up an inch short. So her stature helped her there. 5'7" Brooke Hart would have given that point to Western. Back to serve Bushman. A Whistler ace off of Jazzy Smith. Best serve of the night for either team. As Bushman got some angst out of her on that one on the cross. And Jazzy Smith not ready for the speed of that one. Huge lead for Rocky, 9-7. Same spot. Jazzy's got that one measured. Fritz, Vogel, high bounce off the block. Chased down by Bushman. Back to Fontaine. Heel shot over the top. Backside, Hoagland. Fought off by Bushman. And on the net, Fontaine hits the scoreboard again. Another play for Bushman on the backside. Pushed over by Penzetta. One more shot, that's down. Peyton Vogel unloading the 4-barrel shotgun there on the third attempt. And she's got it on the floor, side out Western. This crowd being treated to some pretty good volleyball tonight, but so far it's gone Western's way. Madison Fraser back to serve, the floater. Brooke Hart, perfect pass, backside. Bella Bryant just inside the aerial. Outside Smith, twists off the block, and net violation Rocky, kill for Smith, and we're tied up at 9. Madison Fraser back to serve. And Fraser, service error, hands the lead to Rocky. That'll send Brooke Hart back to serve. 55 digs in a match against Carroll this year. Breaks the school record held by Ayla Embry. Down the line, Smith pops it up. Back to Smith. She unloads. Long run. No one's going to get there. And watch out for that pole. Smith gets a nice kill with a high deflection that outran the defense from Rocky. We're tied up at 10 in the third set. It's 2-0 Western so far on the night. Taylor Ketchum back to serve for Western. Middle back, Bushman. Bella Bryant unloads. Stuff block for Jazzy Smith. Western takes the lead with 11-10 from a stuffer by number 11. Ketchum will try to build this lead. Fontaine handles it, gets the setback. Another block at the net. Rocky covers it with Bushman. Backside, Bella Bryant tries the line. Ketchum is there. Up ahead to Smith. That's going to crawl over the net with a slight touch. Back to Hoagland. That's on the floor. Hoagland, after that great recovery on the dig, finishes it up for Western. And Aubrey Beaumont wants to talk it over. Western has dueled with Rocky through the first 22 points of this third set. They lead by 2.
Now the winning number, $82, 4290862. 4290862. If you have that ticket, Come down to the.
So Western up by 2 out of the timeout. And back to serve Taylor Ketchum. And she'll take it back to Bushman, Seeley, slide set, Wood, stuff block, Jazzy Smith, and Danielle Martin. That's set to the double block, not going to work with Bella on that attempt. Here's Ketchum. Rockies attack. Can they get a system kill? No. That sails right back to the net. Pushed over. That's going to be a lift. So give that kill to Wood as Western can't control the return. 13-11. And Wood on the night has 5 kills now, hitting .250. Ella Kincaid back to serve. Third set here at Rocky on senior night. Kincaid takes it down the line, popped up by Jazzy Smith. Smith gets it back. The tip. Kincaid's under it. In the middle. Swept into the air by Fritz. Hoagland, cross court. Kincaid on the dig. Outside set to Smith. The touch slows it down for Kincaid. Tip behind the block. Long run. Fritz runs it down. And Danielle Martin is covered. Wood right into the block, right back to Rocky. Slide set. Wood. There's a dig by Fraser. Peyton Bogartman. Martin gets rejected. The point goes to Rocky. And both referees agreed that that was a net violation on Danielle Martin. She doesn't think so. Let's check the tape. 13-12. Wouldn't that be great to have like the replays like Olympic volleyball? Out to Martin. Martin gets it to the floor. Bushman just a hair short of a pancake, and now Blythe Seeley comes up gimpy. She went down grabbing the ankle immediately. Trainer came right out. Western leads 14-12, and everyone goes silent as Blythe Seeley sees if she can walk it off. Twisted her ankle there. Olsen will come into the game. Blythe's going to gut it out here. She's feeling it. Well, we had 2 Western players. Smith came up limping on a play, and I believe it was Martin that came up limping on a play. They're both still out there. Taylor Peterson back to serve. Into the net. 14-13. That is her second service error in a row. Taylor from Evanston, Wyoming. He's a redshirt junior. Lawrence sends it back to Smith. Long run for Peterson. Olsen, pancake by Brooke Art. Free ball by Art. Oh, got to lay off that one, but Bushman lost track of the count and touched it. It's 1, 2, and then 3, but Bushman put a 4 on it with that little help at the net. That's such an instinctive play, and she feels bad about that one. Here's Jazzy Smith. You wonder how they make the right decision so many times. The bomb by Wood covered. Here's Warburton, cross court. Wood bounces it off the block. Goddard, back set to Warburton. Stuff block by Wood. Boy, she celebrates that one. I love the reaction from Caitlin Wood when she sees that stuffer go down. 15-14 Western. Wood will try to get it tied up here at the 15 mark. Caitlin back, right over the net. Smith Peterson, cross court. Warburton wide open corner. Wood got burned on that one. And there should have been some help back there from Kincaid. Not too sure about that. 16-14. But that was a wide open corner. Here's Kelsey Goddard with the serve. Floater back to Kincaid. Seeley, back set. Panzetta dangles on the net tantalizingly. Comes back to Rocky. Bush roll shots it over. Here's Olsen. Beautiful dig on the blast by Olsen by Brooke Hart. Peterson, bump set, back to Olsen. Get the block up. They do. Panzetta and Bushman send it back. Another try for Olsen. This time Kincaid's equal to it. Bushman tries the corner. Jazzy Smith reads it. And that's going to be on the floor for Peyton Vogel. 17-14 Western. The point blank quick set, too much for the defense from Rocky. Kelsey Goddard back to serve. And that's heading Semple. Dangles on the net, falls about an inch out. That was a freaky serve. Just inside the aerial. Tried to go back, tried to go forward, finally fell forward about an inch on our side of the out of bounds line. And Rocky gets a weird gift there from the serve. Here's Blythe Seeley. Oh, serves it out the back door. So these teams trade service errors and still a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Kaylee Fritz back in the game for Western. That's 14-15 anyway. Fritz back to Lawrence. Cross court, beautiful target for Bella Bryant. Wow, she went way outside the aerial to get that set. The only choice she had was to take that tight angle, and she got a little help from Maxine Hoagland. And the kill is down for Bella Bryant, Isabella Bryant. Back to serve, McKenna Bushman. That's out the back door. 19-16. Errors starting to add up for the Battling Bears as Fraser comes in. Madison with a wide. Deep ball to Art. Perfect up to Seeley. Back set. Bella Bryant spots the corner. And Bella Bryant makes the overplay to the middle, cost Madison Fraser, and it's a 2-point game. Rocky needs to push a little run here. Can Brooke Art deal the goods here? That's to Smith. She handles that serve. Backside, Hoagland, cross court, Arc on the dig. Outside to Fontaine, sliding dig for Madison Fraser. Up to Smith, watch out. Down the line, a laser shot. 20-17. Sweet kill for Jazzy Smith. Boy, without a touch on that, no chance. Unless Jazzy Smith hooks it or something. Here's Taylor Ketchum. Western 5 points away from a sweep. Seeley off the block and down. Caitlin Wood gets her full swing on that one, and the block could not close it down. And Rocky stays within 2. We've been just jockeying back and forth with a 2-point, 1-point, 3-point margin throughout this set. Here's Ella Kincaid down the line. Jazzy's got the pass. Out to Jazzy. That's out the back door. So an error makes it a 1-point game. And now Ella Kincaid with a chance to tie this up. And she will fire it off from the side with a float job, tight to the net, pushed back on the block. It's going to be Rocky point on the net violation. Into the net goes Danielle Martin, and we got 20-20 vision on the scoreboard. 2-0 in sets to Western. Kincaid for the lead. Fraser steers that pass to Seeley, and that's a cross that finds the floor from Martin. A little bit of a gap there between Arc and Kincaid, who is coming up from the service line, and Western retakes the 1-point lead. Taylor Peterson back to serve. So 2 service errors in a row. I'm sure she's not thinking about that. No, she gets an ace. That's how you answer the 2 service errors. You come back with a perfectly placed ace at the feet of the line judge. 22-20. She shook off those 2 service errors. Big time serve for Taylor Peterson. Same spot. Bushman. Perfect to Seeley. The quick to Wood. Stuff for Danielle Martin. Western heading for home here. 23-20. Martin with the beautiful rejection at the net. 23-20 Western. Up 2 sets to none. And that's going to be out. That hit the feet of the line judge. And he's standing out of bounds, so count that as a service error. And back to serve, trying to save the day here with her team is Lindsay Lawrence. And Lindsay, back line, 2 players get a pass to come out of it. Danielle Martin, save. This one has to be over. Bushman counts right that time. Here's Olsen on the floor. It's set point, match point. Olsen doesn't get all the sets, but boy, she has a heavy ball when she hits it, and that gets to the floor very quickly. Set point, match point for the Bulldogs, 24-21. Superstar Jazzy Smith will try to take it home all the way back to Western. Outside, Warburton, there's a touch, that's it, 25-21. Savannah Warburton finishes it with a kill off the top of the block, and Rocky gets swept 3-0, and they will move to 3-12 on the year. Bulldogs win their 20th game of the year, and we'll be back as soon as we get the stats to wrap this up. So Rocky Falls on senior night, and a warm farewell to our 5 senior players that were honored before this game here tonight. And let's just check their numbers here tonight. How about 26 assists, 9 digs for Blythe Seeley. Bella Bryant, 11 of 26, 2 misses, 346. McKenna Bushman, 8 of 37, 4 errors, 108. Lydia Fontaine, 4 of 23, 3 misses, 0.43%. Brooke Ark, who has the school record in digs, not tonight. She leader among all players on the floor with 25 digs. Rocky Mountain College hit 35 of 135 with 18 errors. They had 2 service aces, 69 digs, and 7 blocks. And for Western, let me show you a stat here. Well, I can't show it to you, but I can talk about it. Jordan Olson, Skyview High player, playing in front of kind of a home crowd here tonight, hit 429 tonight. 9 of 21, 0 errors for Jordan Olson. Huge night as she celebrates her own homecoming here tonight. Leading hitter on the night, 13 for Jazzy Smith in 34 swings, 4 errors, 265. Peyton Vogel, 10 of 26, hit 308, couple of errors. 6 kills for Warburton. Great job off the bench for her. Danielle Martin, 4 for 18 with 4 misses. She hit 0. Maxine Hoagland with 6 kills and 22 swings. And leading defensive player for Western, 15 digs for Jazzy Smith, 11 each for Kaylee Fritz and Madison Fraser. 71 digs for Western to 69 for Rocky Mountain College. Well, that's going to wrap up our senior night activity here at Rocky Mountain College. Thank you for joining us on the Rocky Mountain Athletic YouTube channel. And everything continues a week from last night over in Havre, as every team has a shot to win that one. We'll see if Rocky can put something together and how Western does as they come in the third team conference. In the first set, 25-23 Western, 25-19 in the second, 25-21 in the third, and Western wins their 20th match of the year. I'm Herm Ellenboss. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everybody.
Football, soccer, and volleyball. Like, don't get me wrong, I love football, but I love watching my guys play. I didn't even get to see the championship. Huh? How you guys feel about the championship? Young question. Iowa or St. Oh, wait. I was on that before.